how are you now? Sober?
I am sober, man.
Congrats.
Oh, nice.
Thank you so much,
Yeah.
man. Yeah,
Congrats, bro.
just came up on 5 years on
awesome,
on
dude.
August 5th.
Hey.
Yeah,
Sick.
my sobriety date, August 5th, 2017.
What was the catalyst that just made you go like, that's it, I'm done with this drinking shit? Because it
Dude.
sounds like you were in it.
I was in it, boy. Dude, I was in it. And I'm like not here to tell you any like sob story. I
No.
feel sorry for myself or anything. Like this was like inflicted on myself. Like it was just all part of like it's just part of my story, man. It was
for sure.
it was just got like I needed to go through what I needed to go through to get me where I am today. And it's just it was went through some fucking pain, dude.
Yeah.
For sure, man. Like and I like I was doing drugs and drinking a lot, and I got sober at 25. But I think at the end I was drinking and doing drugs, whatever, and against my own will. You know what I mean? I wanted to stop. Like I was just like, I fucking want to stop, but I can't stop. Like, you know what I mean? And I didn't really know. Like I knew inside that I had a problem, and it just kind of like it was kind of just trying to, I was doing drugs by myself, and then like, kind of drinking during the day and hiding it from the homies, and I was just a wild cat,
When you start hiding it. It's
and
a problem.
and it's not even like, it's just, there was a lot of shame behind it, you know what I
Right.
mean? Like, I'm, doing freaking coke in the bathroom on freaking Christmas, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like,
yeah,
fuck, like
That's-
I'm like, get it together, Julian. Like, this is not cool,
Sure.
And I wasn't mentally like, I was mentally unstable, man. Like I was in fucking pain, and I was just struggling, and I didn't really like know how to like ask for help, and I didn't even like, I was just like, if it's gonna take me to stop, so like, but I ended up we were filming for Peace and like Element Video, and we were supposed to go to Barcelona, and I had a ticket to Barcelona. We were supposed to go there for 2 months to film, and I'd been up all night drinking, doing whatever, shenanigans, and I showed up at the airport, and I'm just, took some pills, and I'm just not a little, I'm out of my mind probably, you know what I mean, and not in good shape, and then I think I whatever, check my bag, get somehow like, get my shit together, or to like somehow check my bag, but the airline called the cops on me, I think, and just because they're like, this guy's too intoxicated to fly probably, and I don't even know. I don't even remember much of that.
Oh, wow.
And then outside they like were like, like you know where you are, sir, and like, do you know why you're here, and like, you know where you're going, and like, and I was like, what? Like, I was just like, of course, like I know what I'm doing,
Right.
And I was functioning. I was somehow getting around. I'm smoking out front. I'm probably a mess, but I was like, yeah, I'm about to go to Barcelona. Like, this shit's gonna be sick. You know what I mean? Like, and the dude's like,
The airline's
you're
like,
not going
"No,
anywhere,
you're not."
buddy. Like, yeah, like you're not going anywhere, buddy. And dude, straight up,
I'm about to go to Barcelona.
yeah,
This is gonna be
he's like,
sick.
you need fucking a sandwich, and you need to go home, like fucking or something, He's like, you're fucked, like, but I, and I think like I got all bent out of shape because he's like, you're not gonna fly today, and you're too intoxicated, and I was like, let me get some food, like let me try to sort myself out, and he's just like, nah, like you're not flying today,
Wow.
and I just was like, fuck you guys, man, like, you guys are fucking whack, and and like, I'm like, man, like, I grabbed my bag, and like, I'm fucking out of here, and they're just like, and they had sat me on the curb, and they're like, we didn't tell you to move, like, and like, they handcuffed me and all this stuff, and I'm just
Jeez.
like, there's like little kids out there, I'm just like, man, like, I was all bent out of shape, I'm like, just fucking get me out of here, like, it's embarrassing, and and I was afraid one of my homies was gonna roll up and see the whole
Right.
situation, and so they take me away, and they detain me. Yeah, I felt fucking demoralized. I like knew, like I was just like, dude, what the fuck? I remember getting out of there. I went across the street, bought 2 shots from the fucking place, drank them because I felt so shit. And then I was just like, man, like, what the fuck's going on with my life? You know what I mean? But no intentions of quitting, honestly. Like, my mom picked me up, gave me hell, you know, and as she should. She's just worried about me.
Yeah.
Yeah, my friend called me the next day. And I thought, like, I was, like, going to buy a ticket to Barcelona for $4,000, like, and just be like, I'm going to go and meet the homies. Like, I just fucked up, you know? And Cole Matthews called me, and he was, you know, he was able to be just fully real and honest and vulnerable. And we, you know, we had a good talk, you know, and I was so desperate and, like, feeling hopeless. I was just like, man, like, we had a good talk, and he's just like, we got to get you help. You know, I haven't seen you happy in so long. And, you know, and he's like, let's just try, you know, let's get you to treatment. And I got the privilege. Yeah, I got the privilege to go to treatment. You know, They found me a place. And instead of Barcelona, I went to rehab. God damn it. It's all good. It's the best decision of my life. I'm glad I didn't make it out there.
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't make it out there. Like, fuck. Like, who knows, you know, how my life would have changed. Who knows, you know? And I just, like, I was given that, like, little gift of desperation. And, like, I'm like, you know, my ego was just like, I don't fucking want to go to rehab.
Right.
Like, I'm not like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just let me get my shit together. Like, you know what I mean? But it was just like, I needed that.
Yeah.
I needed to be put in a mental health, like, institute, like, a place where there's, like, no phone, no shit. Like, just, like,
focus on yourself.
Focus on myself. And it was great.
How long were you in there?
It was great. It was only 30 days. I paid my own way. Like, so it was a lot of money. I paid a lot of money, and they were trying to get me to stay for longer, and which it could have been great. And I was just like, honestly, man, I don't have the money to stay here longer. Like, I'm doing this out of my own pocket. Like, I don't have parents paying for this or doing whatever, you know what I mean? So I was just like, I'm gonna fucking get out and try to stay sober and film this video part and, like, do my thing, you know what I mean?
Did you feel good about, or feel safe at that point to leave?
Dude,
if other than the financial part?
I did. Like, I felt strong, but honestly, I had 30 days. So I was just like, people are probably just like, I don't know.
Well,
you know what I mean? Like, who
yeah.
knows? You know, I think Element, you know, put my pay on hold and didn't pay me until
they felt
well over 90 days, I think.
Right.
Which they saw some hope, and they were just like, you know what? Like, he's doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I
and
mean?
I've
Like,
heard that happening to other people in the industry too.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
getting your pay held. Because, like, at the end of the day, it's like they're paying you to basically, like,
enabling you, right? Like, killing yourself.
There
you
you
know
go.
what I mean? Right,
Yeah.
right.
Right. Which it sucks. But
Totally.
yeah, I mean, 30 days doesn't seem like a long time because of, I mean, like, years and years and years and years of drinking.
Right.
Compared to, like, 30 days and, like, oh, I'm all better.
Totally.
So
Totally.
you probably had to do so much work when you got out of there.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, absolutely. And I felt strong in the moment. Like, I felt like I made a decision. You know what I mean? But still, like, there's, you know, the outs, like, you're trapped in this place where they're, like, keeping you away from all that shit. You know what I mean? And then you go out there and fucking the bar's there, everything's there, you know? So it's your choice, you know? And, you know, I'd, like, go to freaking, you know, I go to some meetings and in the program and just do my thing. And you're supposed to be anonymous, but I just do my thing just for my own mental health, my, you know, to grow in life, to just, I don't know, evolve as a person and have, you know, emotional sobriety, you know, proper, like, know how to be a good son, a good friend. I don't know, you know what I mean? But I come up short. I'm fucking far from perfect, you know what I mean? But I'm just working on it. Yeah.
For sure. We all have our...
Yeah, you know, I know that I know I like myself better than I did 5 years ago, you know what I mean? And,
it's amazing.
And then I just, you know what I mean? I'm just like, all right, like, you know, I'm growing, you know, still not exactly where I want to be, but you'll probably never be there because we're all just trying to do the deal. You know
everybody's just trying to go day by day and get through this thing.
100%.
For sure.
100%.
Yeah, I mean, dude, congrats, bro.
Yeah,
thank you so much.
It sounds like you hit rock bottom.
Oh man, I freaking kicked my own ass for a long time. You know? So I was just like, yeah.
But dude, you climbed out and you were at your and then you're skating better than ever.
Dude,
probably
you
like
so
you're just like your mind's clear.
And you have something to work on too. When you get out of there, it's like, cool, I have something to do. Because a lot of people that come out of that situation maybe have nothing to do and they fall back in that trap.
And it's all about the people that you're around as well.
Yeah.
When you get it, like a drug addict gets out, he goes back to the same homies who's doing the same shit. But you actually, I mean, skaters are so dope in that manner of like, they know that you're going through stuff and they support you.
Yeah.
1,000%.
Totally. All of those guys did. And all my friends supported me, and they were just like, they wanted that for me. And so I had a good crew. You know, some friends changed. I mean, it's not like they didn't become my friends anymore. They just like, I just had to like keep my crew tight and just fucking focus and get my head in the game. And and they're like, they were around when I was partying, but I'm not partying. They ain't around anymore. No, I don't know. It's not like that. It's just like, it was just, that's what we did together. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And then
didn't John Dixon kind of go through a similar thing?
Yeah, dude. John's like doing his thing too. Dude hasn't had a drink in freaking 6,
I love it,
7
man.
days.
It's amazing.
Crushing,
I love it.
And you could tell
We
by
skated this morning. Like, it was so fucking awesome.
Sick.
you can tell by your guys skating. I'm like, oh, these guys are focused and they're doing what they love.
Dude, thank you.
You guys are killing it.
Thank you so
And
much.
and thank you for sharing your story too, because I think
Of course,
it's great
man.
for other people to hear. There could be somebody out there that's going through the same thing that has just hit rock bottom,
Dude, yeah.
and know that like there's other people out there, that
Dude, I
have
want
made
to
it through.
Yeah, I want to say that too. If you're out there and you're struggling, like seriously, like I don't know, it's so hard to do, but just if you can, you know, try to admit to your innermost self that you're struggling, and you know, your friends and your family are there to try to help you, and they love you, and you know what I mean. And,
Totally.
and you just gotta. It's hard to realize that when you're in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But just try to ask for help, and you know what I mean? Yeah.
No, I love the success stories because, like, I mean, like you look at, like, I mean, speaking of like Baker and Death Wish, like, the Baker dudes made a whole career out of piss drunks,
dude. Absolutely.
You know, and for
I thought
Reynolds,
that was the coolest shit. You know,
everybody did.
Yeah.
You know, but for them to grow up and then now they're all sober, doing their thing, they're skating better than ever as well, and just continuing on to skate how they want to skate.
Totally.
Fucking
like,
phenomenal.
People
man.
like Andrew, those were like, I saw people like Andrew and John and like Spanky and like stuff like that. I was just like, fuck, like I want to get sober so bad, like, you know, and I just couldn't. But like, those guys are huge inspirations.
Dope.
You know what I mean? Huge,
for sure.
Huge. Yeah.
I love it, man. Congrats.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Hell yeah,
thank
dude.
you guys. Seriously. Thank you.
And like I said, man, you're just, mind's clear. Everything's probably just making more sense on your skateboard than ever.
I just became obsessed again. You know, I fell in love with skating again or something, you know, like I got out and I was early sobriety, but whatever. I was just like, and I still like, I'm the same. I just feel like a fucking little kid out there. And I'm just like, you know, it takes a lot of maintenance and, you know, stretching. And I'm just like dude, I just want to skate another day, you know, just turn into full on skate rat all over again, you know?
I love it, man. This might be a weird question, but when you were skating while drinking, right, and then you got sober, did you kind of have to relearn how to skate again in the sense of like, you know, you're adapted to skate in one way, which is like, you know, intoxicated.
I know
right?
what you're saying, yeah.
And then now you're sober and you have to kind of retrain your brain how to like maneuver.
I know what you're saying. I totally know what you're saying. I relied on that for pain, for confidence, for a lot of things. Like, I think I just was just like, a couple beers there, like, be all right. You know what I mean? Like, let's keep it going, you know? And, like, or hungover and just like trying to put myself back in the game or something, you know what I mean? And, I like kind of depended on that for like, you know what I mean? And then I think like, as I, like when I was sober, it's not like I had to relearn. It's just that like, I had to like adjust and then like adjust and be like, okay, like, you know what I mean? And over time, like my patience got stronger, like everything, like, you know, I was being able to persevere, think like, you know what I mean? I'm not throwing my board and fucking losing my mind. I'm just like, all right, you're good. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like,
Yeah.
You're good. Like
more zen.
Your head's clear. Like pick up your board, try it again. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
There's more
let's
focus.
do it. You know? Yeah.
There's more
you know?
focus.
And
for
I
sure.
didn't really notice that this was happening, but it was just happening over like a period of time. And
Wow.
And yeah, so that like, you know, but I still have my moments, man. Fucking skateboarding. Fucking
We all
hard.
do.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude,
Right,
that
goddamn.
comes with the territory,
Right.
dude.
Yeah, that's our game, right? It just goes that way sometimes, you know. So
Especially if you're jumping down big stuff and
Yeah.
You're putting your
Yeah.
body through hell.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So
Which skaters are resilient, man. I mean, we bust our fucking ankle and go skate again, and
oh yeah.
a normal human being is in the hospital laid up,
100%.
and we're out there trying to
we'll get
Make
laid
it
up.
work.
Do our
Yeah,
best
we're
out there.
trying to
Yeah.
go
Oh,
fucking
we go right back at
keep
it.
the
Yeah.
dream alive.
Hell
man.
yeah, dude.
Where is that like button? Right? Is it right here or right here?
Just a little scroll coming down the bottom.
It's
Subscribe.
over to it's on your
It's on my
left.
right? It's on
No,
my
on your
left.
left.
Hey,
Yeah.
hit that
Right there.
button right there.
Right there.
Right
Yeah,
there.
please.
The like button's kind of like in the middle there. It's like we're kind of
Oh, it's like right here?
Kind of
Like right
and
there?
The subscribe's like over to the left.
It's like right over there.